The Bank of Canada is releasing its quarterly business outlook survey. For a closer look at that, we're joined live by CTV's Colton Praill. Thank you so much for joining us, Colton. So what are some of the things to watch for in this report?
Jamie, the biggest thing for consumers that you're going to want to pay attention to is what's happening with prices, because over the past little while, consumers will know this, prices have been going up. And in fact, the Bank of Canada has found that according to these businesses, prices are in abnormal behavior. They're increasing by larger amounts and at a faster rate than what businesses usually expect them to do. And that pattern is expected to continue over the next 12 months. It's something that we've seen rising in past Bank of Canada business outlook surveys, and they thought as of Q3 that this was going to keep going. It'll be really interesting to see if that's still the case in Q4, or if there was enough action from the Bank of Canada, especially when it comes to hitting that inflation target this year, if that's going to change things at all. Because if it doesn't, what it means for most Canadians is that's another pressure, another financial pressure point that's going to continue to burden them. So if you're a consumer, that's the biggest thing you're looking at. If you're a business, it's all about demand. Demand has dropped every quarter since 2022. That needs to change for these businesses in order for them to get back into a place where they have some certainty, because right now rising uncertainty is the second biggest issue they're facing, and it's tied with that lack of demand. So those things go hand in hand, and unless they see some changes, we're going to continue to see that BOS total score, that Bank of Canada Outlook survey total score, continue to drop as it did all last year.
Let's talk about some of the major trending concerns. What are they?
Cost is the biggest one. Cost pressures have been huge on businesses really since the beginning of the pandemic, and that's starting to ease. And when that eases, it will be beneficial for customers, but it's only starting. And so unless we see significant changes there, and that's really what we're looking for, is significant changes on those cost pressures, it's not going to make things easier for businesses, nor is it going to make things easier for consumers. And again, we go back to the demand side of things. If that can change, if we see wage growth slow, if the inflationary pressures start to ease a little bit and that demand starts to peak upwards, then that's a positive sign. That shows the Bank of Canada that the actions that they're taking are working and that it's actually having a positive impact on the economy. Businesses are starting to see some of the relief they're looking for, but that's not expected. We're not expecting that demand to suddenly increase. It's still expected to be continuing downwards. And so really that trend is the most important thing to watch. Until businesses start to see that demand increase, start to get a little more certainty, we're still going to be dealing with these price increases, we're still going to be talking about inflation, and we're still going to be watching and waiting really to hit that 2% target and then see businesses start to react to it.
That's CTV's Colton Praill. We appreciate that report. Thank you.